5 years ago, when asked about the Arctic, many Arkhangelsk residents responded it was something very remote to them. 75% claimed they could never think that the Arctic archipelagos like Franz Joseph Land and Novaya Zemlya were part of the place they lived in. With the emergence of NArFU, the Arctic ceased to be remote. Not only did it help us realize that we are living in a strategically important circumpolar area, but it also fostered the decision-making in politics, research, education and social sector. We are witnessing the start of a multifaceted exploration of the Arctic. NArFU currently comprises 15 institutes, 3 colleges, 3 branches and the University Lyceum, with staff exceeding 4,000 employees and enrollment standing at 22,500 students. NArFU-hosted forums and conferences, public lectures and workshops serve as major venues for opinion exchange between domestic and overseas researchers, politicians, community leaders and world-recognized experts. Over the course of 5 years, NArFU's emeritus member list has been largely extended. The honorary doctorates were conferred on a total of 58 outstanding individuals representing Russia and overseas countries. The Northern Arctic University sees its task as serving the purposes of Arctic-related research, which has been successfully achieved as NArFU is now on board with 7 national councils dealing with education, Arctic research and industrial exploitation of the Arctic. Northern Arctic Federal University, named after Lomonosov, offers high-quality training programs in engineering, mathematics, natural sciences and humanities. The university's policy for training is governed by the Arctic Focus, which sees its implementation in the dedicated training programs tailored to the needs of the industries situated in the area. NArFU's research and training cluster in Severodvinsk is a trial platform for integrating research, training and industry. In the Soviet time, the scheme of training known as planned college was practiced by many universities. Today, NArFU's training facility in Severodvinsk is the only to continue the tradition. It proved to be a success in 2014 by winning the competition for the best military-industrial complex training program hosted by the Ministry of Education and Science of the Russian Federation. NArFU has more than 150 programs in extended education, including advanced professional development courses, financial awareness courses, foreign language courses, short-term training and workshops. They are all designed to meet the needs of different communities and age groups. Every year, NArFU hosts more than 20 academic and intellectual competitions. Gifted students are offered advanced courses in different subjects, tours around NArFU labs, activities in the Museum of Engaging Sciences and competitions for the best research project, all designed to involve students in research. There is a Student Initiative Support Fund and a Young Researchers Council. Student conferences are frequent events. Last year, NArFU was declared compliant with the standards of the European Foundation for Quality Management and received its highest award, the 5-star EFQM recognized for excellence. Compliance was also established with the standards and recommendations of the European Association for Quality Assurance in Higher Education. An endeavor the university has been pursuing during the past 5 years is a cardinally new specialist research-to-training strategy. It relies on a unique set of facilities to foster 15 research programs. The core facility is the Center for Shared Use of Scientific Equipment Arctica, with one-of-a-kind advanced lab research complex. Simple as it may seem, this complex is an embodiment of heaven for any chemist or biologist. It takes these devices no time to break down any matter into constituents in accordance with the Mendeleev's table. NArFU's efforts to promote its scientific capability are also contributed by innovative, technological, academic and other centers and laboratories. The availability of cutting-edge equipment has enabled more than a 5-fold increase in NArFU's research projects. A tangible outcome of the 5-year-long collective effort is development and implementation of a geotechnical monitoring system for the Lomonosov diamond field. Another research project NArFU has been running for 5 years to date deals with the assessment of environmental damage being caused by the Plesets cosmodrome. A team of researchers from the NArFU Institute of Construction and Architecture has developed a number of unique construction materials, including a nanocomposite based on a locally mined basalt. Jointly with Veldichka Ship Repair Center and as part of the National Import Substitution Program, NArFU has designed steering propulsion units for ice-class ships. The long-standing collaboration with Arkhangelsk Pulp and Paper Mill and other producers in the Northwest has resulted in the development of the new fiber semi-finished products, improved performance containerboard, as well as reduction in the environmental damage from the local pulp and paper industry. Since its very foundation, NArFU has been performing research outside of the lab setting. Archaeological, ethnographic and Arctic expeditions has become indispensable constituents within its scope of activities. A major NArFU expedition project, the Arctic Floating University, was launched in 2012 owing to the grant awarded by the Russian Geographical Society and the support from the Northern Hydrometeorological Service. The last 3 years witnessed a total of 6 full-fledged expeditions that share a duration of 142 days, and 311 participants who visited hundreds of hydrographic stations brought tens of thousands of water, snow, ice and plant samples. The expedition teams provided detailed description of the polar flora as well as barely accessible Arctic islands. They also installed the newly designed prototypes of energy-saving equipment. Being an innovative research and training project, the Arctic Floating University gained national recognition in 2014 when it won the Russian Geographical Society's award for the best expedition or travel project. NArFU's priority is international cooperation in the Arctic. Russia's northernmost federal university works together with more than 130 international organizations and has entered into 66 partnership agreements with universities and business entities in 29 countries. NArFU's strong orientation towards the Arctic is what has predetermined its close partnership relations with the universities in Norway, Finland, Sweden, Canada and the USA. The platforms for NArFU to promote its international cooperation include the university partnership programs of the Barents Euro-Arctic region, circumpolar collaboration with universities of the Arctic states and observer states from the Arctic Council, joint research and training projects under European Union programs. NArFU is a member of the EU-Arctic Consortium governing authorities. In 2011, the EU-Arctic opened its research office in NArFU that serves as a facilitator of the university's Arctic research policy and a coordinator of the research efforts being undertaken by universities across the world with wide focus on the Arctic and the North. Since 2011, NArFU chairs the Joint Working Group on Education and Research of the Barents Euro-Arctic Council and acts as an activity coordinator within the Northern Dimension Institute. In 2014 alone, NArFU hosted more than 95 international events, attended by over 500 officers of its partner organizations. NArFU's international enrollment stands at 450 students. They come from 45 countries and are offered 9 bachelor and master programs in strategic Arctic-related areas of knowledge. 48 courses are in English. The current international student enrollment is more than 20 times as high as in 2010. Apart from its research and academic work, NArFU operates a campus of 12 dormitories. Moreover, there is a medical center to take care of students' health, a student union to provide additional financial assistance, a kindergarten, numerous student-run social organizations and creative societies, student construction and teaching teams, search and rescue parties, as well as Student Scientific Society, Arctica Sports Club and Humor Contest Club. Traditionally, NArFU begins its new academic year with a student festival named University City of Arkhangelsk. November is the time for Lomonosov readings, and late February for the Days of the Arctic, usually attended by renowned polar researchers and travelers, along with representatives from the Russian Arctic National Park. On June 8, NArFU celebrates its birthday. In autumn of the anniversary year, here, in the light of the ever-shining star of the Russian science, another star might be lit, in the hope that our Russian land can bring forth her own Platos and her own quick-witted Newtons, here at the Northern Arctic Federal University.